What's up, YouTube? Pastor Matt here. We are talking all about charts today. Charts, and more charts. You know, sometimes there's a real virtue to getting as much information on the smallest amount of page you can, smallest amount of pagination, most amount of information. We call that a chart, and they are very, very helpful for studying, for learning, for teaching. And so what I wanted to do today is just to spend a few moments talking about some of the best chart books that we can find. Now, I have two kinds primarily before us today. This group right here are of the same publisher and same series by Zondervan, although there's two different covers right here. This is the older looking cover, and this is the newer looking cover, the purple one. But they're all done by Zondervan, and this is of a piece right here. And then I also have these other kind right here. These are the Rose Book of Bible Charts, and I first found these at Walmart, believe it or not. And I almost never would buy a book out of Walmart just for the sake of my pride. But I was looking at these and I'm like, whoa, some of the stuff in here is actually really cool and seems very helpful. So I got them and I thought I would take some time to review them both today. Well, let me set aside the Rose charts for just a few moments first, and let's pull out these Zondervan charts. Now, I have 3 volumes, and I think there's more than 3 here, but I've got charts of the Old Testament, charts of church history, and charts of the New Testament here. And if you're a Bible student or a Sunday school teacher or a small group leader, these things may be very, very helpful to you because they're easily reproduced to make handouts so you can teach your students a lot of content. And basically, here's what they look like. This would be a chart of all the books of the New Testament arranged according to the time and place of writing. So if you're looking for a chart on that, well, here it is. And there's just so many of these, and I'm just going to flip through this particular book. I have like I said, the history in the Old Testament one here, but this is the New Testament one. Old Testament characters in the New Testament, cities in the New Testament. I'm just giving you a sampling here. This is first century emperors, Roman prefects over Judea, and rulers in Israel. Lots of background type information. Material unique to Matthew. Comparison chart of the 4 Gospels. Old Testament prophecies concerning Christ and Christianity fulfilled in the New Testament. I could see you doing a whole Bible study on that. Tables related to the chronology of Jesus' life. Parables compared. That's the kind of stuff that you're going to see in these charts. And I love all 3 of these. If you were studying for ordination or your ordination exams, this would be great review material for you because it puts so much information on just such small amounts of pages. This one here, this is the charts of church history. Now I'm wondering if this is the new cover and this is the old. I'm not even really sure because this one has color in it, has some color. These are various charts related to the Reformation, characters of reformers, forerunners of the Reformation. So you get all kinds of stuff on church history here, heresies and heroes of the Reformation, the Puritans, all that kind of stuff. The anti-Nicene fathers, that doesn't mean against the Nicene Creed, it means before the Council of Nicaea, just by the way. And here's, of course, the Old Testament one too. Now, not a lot of color in these. The one had a little bit of color in the charts, but not quite as dynamic, although very, very helpful content. Now, let's compare these to the other series that I'm looking at, and these are the Rose charts, which I found at Walmart, but I ended up buying on Amazon. So here they are. Now, this is a hardback, and this has a nice spiral binding right here. And you can see from the very beginning, we're going to have a ton of color imagery here in these charts, and some of these are even fold-out charts. This is the 10th anniversary edition of this particular volume. But this one has just so much more color, although some of the information is similar. For instance, these are overviews of the books of the Old and New Testaments, Paul's letters, but then you get into all kinds of colorful things. Here's one on Noah's Ark. I'm just flipping through here. The Exodus journeys, feasts of the Bible, just totally going randomly here at this moment. Herod's temple, look at these beautiful charts and images. Some of the stuff is kind of like what you would see in a good study Bible, but it's almost like they removed it from a study Bible and just put it in its own book of charts. And so this one right here, this is volume 1, charts, maps, and timelines. I don't know why I ended up with volume 3 as well, but Presumably there's a volume 2 between 1 and 3, but I don't have it. The only thing that drives me nuts about these particular versions is this spiral thing makes a weird sound and absolutely drives me nuts when I'm turning the pages. But man, what a bunch of cool stuff. If you're just looking into basic Bible overview stuff, or you want to make some color printouts for your kids' class or your Bible study, I could recommend either one of these groupings of chart books. I think these ones are probably a little bit more visually interesting, but these ones probably have the better information. Maybe that's an overgeneralization. Either way, I like all of these, and I'm so glad that I bought them. Thought I would share them for you in this brief review video. So thanks for checking in. I do lots of book and Bible reviews. It'd be nice if you'd subscribe to this channel, but if not, no big deal. What I'm going to do is put the links to these books in the description of this video. So just toggle down, click over to Amazon, and you can get the exact stuff that I'm talking about in this and any video that I do. All right, thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye.